Okay, Lex here from Flowbros Coaching. Just taking a look at Sarah today, and just want to continue on the good progress that she's made. So, basically, Sarah's been swimming with us for 6 weeks, and during that time, she's made a 6.5 second improvement on her 400 time, and so she's swimming around 151 per 100 meters. She currently swims once or twice a week. She's got a good technique, good style, fairly kick dominant, generating a lot of power from her kick, rather than her arms. So I guess what we want to do is keep her improving. I would say for most people they need to swim around 3 times a week, or at least get a couple of squad sessions in, just to develop that feel for the water and continue the power, strength and power needed in the upper body. So breathing is good, head position is good when she breathes, exhaling here, finding the catch position quite well there as well. So there's some subtle changes that we've been working on, and I guess we need to continue to do that. You can see in the bottom shot here, Sarah's body position is pretty good. Eyes are looking down, she's fully flat in the water, kicking well from the hip, flicking forward, exiting the water quite early in that bottom shot. So we can see the elbow tends to pull out here rather than push through. So what should happen here is the hand pushes back there, and you really start to get a forward drive there, rather than just pulling the arm out. So more of a push down would help her propulsion there. So what we want to take a look at here is hand entry is a little flat on this side, so coming in quite flat. There's a bit of a glide, so refer to that as a dead spot in the stroke. What we want to see happen here is the hand come down on that trajectory, so the wrist is below the elbow and the elbow is below the shoulder. We can see it's very flat there, if not in the other direction. So what we'd like to see is the hand spear the water. So a good drill for that is broken arrow, and then continue down from the shoulder. So it's more like that. So we're engaging the water, pushing back on the water sooner, and engaging the elbow sooner, and getting into that early catch position. The other issue with hand entry, as you can see from the top shot that we've been working on, is the crossover there. So the hand's clearly coming across the midline of the body, which is a bit of an inefficiency and can really slow us down. It doesn't tend to make Sarah snake, and I think that's because she's fairly strong in her core and her kick, but it would be slowing her down for sure. So looking to have the hand enter straight out in front of the shoulder, so fingertips first, and then pull back straight down to the hip. So fingers first out, straight in front of the shoulder, and then engage the catch down to the hip. So the angles that Sarah hits are pretty good, although a little bit inconsistent. So particularly on the left side, we can see here, turning to breathe, she's very straight when she's turned to breathe, which is a common fault with most swimmers. When they turn, they forget about that catch elbow engagement, and they tend to prop their head up using that straighter arm. So if we just roll through, this catch is quite weak when she turns to breathe on that side. Also on the right arm there, it's quite flat. So we'll just have a look at some of the angles here. So we want to get somewhere between 100 and 120 degrees. So about 139 there. If we go left side is much better. She really hits quite a good angle there, but somewhat inconsistent, I think. So about 115. So that's kind of spot on, but it does vary. So again, a little better on that side, on that turning to breathe, but the upper arm is still fairly vertical. and we want it to sort of come out a little bit more horizontal, just to engage that catch arm a little better. So still propping the head up there. So we've got a crossover we want to work on, and then the catch arm here. So almost a little too narrow on that one. So below 100, probably getting a little too short in that one. But I think what's going to improve consistency there for Sarah would just be regular swimming. Even just one squad session per week would improve, help her improve and develop her stroke, which is already good, just lacking a little consistency. But I think if we could iron out a few things, then you continue. You would see an improvement certainly below 150 per 100 through there. But all in all, so those would be my top three. Would be hand entry, improve the hand entry here. Work on that. Continue to work on the crossover, and then just pushing back a little more when exiting the water. So 1, crossover, 2, entry, engaging the arm, and 3, the pushback from here. And that would be it. Well done.